Hit your flag.
Oh, is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on.
Just one more time. Got two people in. Get one more round going here.
That just means how many of you have seen it. You've gone now.
Mr. Calling in. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Nobody's in yet.
Sorry to run a little late. Figured we'd let the playoff game finish. Got Brandon. Hey, buddy.
How's he know?
Got Gus in. How you doing? Let's race. Welcome to Sunday Pinks at the T.F.T. Raceway. I'm your host, the Tooth Fairy. We have the light girl. She's all lit up already. We have Mrs. Tooth Fairy, of course. All right. Everything good? Should we just get off the racing? Oh no, I guess let's take care of business first. So let's,
yeah, take them.
Yeah, let's get these guys out of the way.
No.
Oh no.
Green Bay goes.
I am sorry.
It's like,
I was checking, testing y'all.
mm-hmm.
Put this in the cabinet. Alright, so I'm not going to say anything about Tampa Bay. Let's just get some racing going on. First off, we have Mrs. Tooth Fairy over in lane 2 with the new bone truck. Nobody thought about putting this in, so let's see how this thing runs. And then she challenged Wayne Moore in his Charger. So Cole Thomas is on. Hey, buddy. Get it down going on. Best 3 out of 5. And they're down. Oh, the Charger's in front. Oh, and the Charger wins it. So again, we got Mrs. Tooth Fairy in that new rig. And we got the Charger winning with a time of 3.820. Gotta pick that thing up with 2 hands.
Come on.
Can't you tie it up here or we'll... Got a finish line camera going on. Alright, so let's swap them up. Miss Tooth Fairy down in lane 1.
Come on, truck. Oh,
Wayne in lane 2, he's up by 1.
Straighten me out.
Uh-oh. Good looking. Giving you a disadvantage already. Alright. Looks like we got Nina on. We got Cole on. We got Dylan on there too. Is Dylan around, you guys? Is he watching? Alright, let's get him down. Race 2. Oh man, the Charger's in front again. Man.
I was hoping.
Yep. I really thought that rig would be faster. 3.498 in. Alright, got one more shot to get a win. Otherwise, Wayne takes another vehicle. That's wrong lane. Alright. Alright.
Come on, truck.
One more race. Let's get them down. Hopefully 3 more races. Oh, it's wiggling. It's fighting. It's coming around. It was pushing. Just could not come around that Charger. And Dylan, Wayne put a time of 3.927 in. But more importantly, he won a nice looking rig there.
Yeah.
So, if I could open it up and put it right in there, but did not expect that. Took it already. Alright, should we go to the special racer already? He's watching, so let's get it going.
All right.
Music Maestro.
Music.
Up next it's the highlighted one, right?
Because it is
It's the birthday race.
the birthday boy.
We got Dylan in that white Mustang, and he challenged his brother Cole in that gray Camaro. Where's that bad boy at? There it is. All right. So we have Cole in lane 1. We got the birthday boy in lane 2. Are we ready here at the T.F.T. Raceway? Best 3 out of 5. And they're down. And Dylan's in front. And he spins around. Can he keep it? There he goes. And Dylan won it with a time of 4.613. It's a slow time. All right, so let's swap them up. Keep it going. It's always a good day for racing, Kit, especially at the T.F.T. Raceway. Get them down here at Sunday Pinks. And they're down. Oh, Cole's in front this time, but Dylan come around and cut him off for that victory. Dylan wants that birthday victory. And he put a time of 4.442 in. All right. One more win, and Dylan gets a victory birthday car from Dylan at Cole. Or will Cole come back and tie it up and make him poop his pants?
Oh my God.
Get it down. The light's waiting on me. They're down. Uh-oh, Dylan takes no prisoners that time. I think that might have been his fastest lap.
With a point.
With a 3.756. Yes, that is his fastest lap.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dylan. You got a Cole. You got a
You got a cold
Cole.
car.
You got a car from Cole. And also, I will also gift you these cars in your Pink's garage.
Hey.
We got you a Mustang because I know you like Mustang, and a Sugar Daddy because I know you're a Sugar Daddy. All right. So you got your 3 cars at least for your birthday there, buddy. All right. So those are Cole's cars, right? Nope.
All right.
All
next
right.
up, we
Oh
have-
no, let's move this race to the. Well,
You want to move this next one?
yeah, let's move this race
Okay.
till a while.
All right. So next up we have Wayne in the duck,
We got Wayne in the duck pulling up in lane 2.
and he called out Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea in that
Red
Mustang. It's this year's casting, but an earlier casting. Let's get them down. Let's race them here at the T.F.T. Raceway. My finish line camera's up. And they're down. The duck's in front,
Oh,
but
but
Sweet
he-
Tea comes around and
oh.
blocks them.
Oh
He
yeah.
comes around for the win. Wayne had her on the drop, but Sweet Tea outdrove him with a time of 4.099 in. So let's swap lanes here. Wayne's in lane 1, down by 1. Sweet Tea's over in lane 2. Let's get them down here. Let's race them. And they're down. This time, Sweet Tea. Oh, she's a man. She really pushed him off the edge. He was fighting and trying to come around, and she said, no way, and put a better time of 3.756 in. But more importantly, really knocked the duck out of Wayne.
We'll knock the duck right out of him.
So Sweet Tea's up 2 in lane 1. Wayne's in lane 2 with no races under his belt, or no wins. Can he tie it up, or will Sweet Tea put him away right here? Let's find out. And they're down, and they're around, and Sweet Tea blocked them that time. She put a slow time in, but she blocked them to make sure she took the victory. She put a time of 5.107 in.
He knocked the duck right out of him.
Took the duck right out of his garage on his own call out. All right, so those are Sweet Tea's cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who is up next?
We got Colin Harvey.
Colin in that goldenrod.
Called out Daniel.
Called out Daniel M in that pink Lambo. Best 3 out of 5 here at Sunday Pinks. Titles are on the line. Let's make sure the finish line camera's going. Let's restart it here. A lot of things going on here. Alright, let's get them going. Colin versus Daniel. They jumped the line, but that's okay. Colin blocked Daniel for the win. And he put a time of 3.820 in. Alright, so Colin moves over to lane 1. Up 1 over Daniel in lane 2. Here at the T.F.T. Raceway. Are we ready? And they're down. Oh, this time Daniel comes around and blocks Colin and ties it up. So now it's 1-1. What time did Daniel put in? 3.863.
A tie ball game.
Tie game. All right, let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. And Colin was in front, but Daniel drove around him after turn 1. Wow. So it's 2-1 right now. Can Colin tie it up? Daniel put a time of 4.206 in. This way. All right, we have Colin in lane 1, 1 race under his belt. Daniel in lane 2 with 1 race under, 2 races under his belt. Let's race them. And they're down. Uh-oh. Daniel jumped in front that time and just kept the lead. Took Colin on his call out. He put a time of 3.842 in. So sorry there, Colin, but congratulations, Daniel.
Excuse me.
Alright, so those are Daniel's cars in his large garage. Alright, who's up next?
We got the Brat.
That Brat pulling up in lane 2.
Her black Porsche, and she called out Ian Park.
Ian in that.
Gray Mustang?
No, it's actually a gray
I get the
Corvette,
wrong. Sorry.
police Corvette. She got it wrong, but the staff forgot to correct it.
All
Alright, let's get them down here. Best 3 out of 5, of course. And they're down. The Porsche is actually holding its own and blocking it. I'm very surprised. The Brat took that slow Porsche to the victory lane. What time did she put in? A 4.206 in. Wow. I thought she was going to get smoked. She's got to do it 2 more times, though. She moves over to lane 1. Puts Ian over to lane 2. Can he tie it up? Let's get him down. Get him down the T.F.T. Raceway. And that time Ian jumps in front. He's a little squirrely, but he kept the lead. Most importantly, what he put in, a 4.313, and tied it up. All right. So the Brat called him at 1, 2, back in the original lanes, 1-1. 1-1. How's everybody enjoying the race? How's the sound? How's the view? All right, it's 1-1 right now, and they're down. Jordan's trying, but Ian just took off on her. She dumped it there in the turn 2. She dumped it there in the bank. And Ian put a time of 3.470 in. And goes up 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Birthday race is the only one where the call-outer is won.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Must be birthday luck. Alright. The Brat's in lane 1 with 1 race under her belt. Ian is in lane 2 with 2 races under his belt. This is her call out. Can she tie it up or will he take her vehicle? And he's down. He's way ahead. And she just dumped it right there in the straightaway.
Oh. Sorry, Brat.
So she lost her black Porsche to Ian. He put a time of 3.734 in. I still haven't fixed his sign yet. All right, who is up next?
We got Brandon Murray.
Brandon Murray in this, what's that, a squish Nomad? And a flat Nomad or something, right?
Yeah.
And he called out Doug V in that camo Civic. All right, so let me mark where we're at. So. All right, you ready, Brandon? That's 3 out of 5. I see Barry on. Barry, you're not here at the beginning. You're always missing something good. All right, let's get them down. And they're down. Uh-oh. Doug's in front. Can he hold them off? And he did. Here comes Brandon. Not quick enough. And Doug put a time of 3.949 in. All right. So Brandon moves over to lane 1. Doug moves over to lane 2. Are we ready? Make sure my finish line camera. All right, race 2. Let's get them down. The T.F.T. Raceway Sunday Pinks. And they're down. And Doug's in front again. Can Brandon come back? No. And Doug took it with a time of 3.777. 3 sevens, huh? Alright, so they're in the original spots. Brandon's in big trouble in lane 2. Can he make a big comeback? Or will Doug in lane 1 take his car on his own call out? Are we ready? Let's get them down. And Doug's in front. And Brandon just cannot bring that flat Nomad to... Doug put a time of 3.970 in and took Brandon's car. Sorry, Brandon. Congratulations, Doug. All right, who do we have up next? Uh-oh. I know this guy's been waiting on this race. We got Scooter pulling up in lane 2. We got Gus Greenfield and that Batmobile pulling up in lane 1. It's the Batmobile versus the Lambo. All right. Are we ready for some Sunday Pinks? Let's get them down. Scooter's in front. Can he hold them off? And there he goes. And here comes Gus. Gus took Scooter's vehicle last week with that Batmobile. So Scooter's coming with the... This is a revenge match, I guess. 3.627 in. And that's a Matchbox Lambo. It's a nice looking ride. You can look nice all you want. It's how fast you go, though. All right. So, Scooter's up 1-0, right? Let's get them down.
Sorry.
They're down. It's closer, but Scooter goes in front, but he gets a little squirrely. Can Gus drive around them? No. Scooter just put enough damaged car in front of him to stop it for a double DNF. Alright, so it's 1-0 still, even though they're jumping all over the track. Let's get them down. Oh, my sign fell down. Nobody let me know?
I'm sorry, your sign fell down.
Oh yeah, your sign fell down, by the way.
Thank you, guys. Love you too. Let's get them down. There they go. Scooter's in front. Can he hold him off this time? And yes, he does. Here comes Gus. Drove right around him. Avoided the rear end. And Scooter put a time of 3.9 or 3.713 in. But more importantly, goes up 2 to nothing. Batmobile's not looking so good right now. Scooter's in lane 2. Gus Greenfield is in lane 1. He's in big trouble. Can Scooter put him away here? We'll get us come back with a double comeback. And they're down. Scooter takes off on him and doesn't give him a chance. Sorry, Gus. You lost that Batmobile finally. Congratulations, Scooter. You put a time of 3.520 in. I think that was your best lap.
Yep.
So who has the best lap right now?
Right now, it would be that last lap with a 3.520. Not the fastest on the track, but for tonight.
Scooter has the best lap
Yep, for tonight.
for tonight. Uh-oh. I think that's about to get crushed.
Yeah,
right
this
here.
is the next race is the one I'm waiting.
Uh-oh,
I've been waiting for.
This Mike Newman's been wanting this race bad, and so he's pulling up in lane 2 in that gray Mustang, and he challenged Wayne's blue Porsche in lane 1. Are we ready? Let's get them down. Sunday Peaks, and they're down, and the blue Porsche is in front, and he takes that gray Mustang.
Yeah, but he was fighting.
Yep, they were back and forth. It should be a great race. The Porsche put a time of 3.799 in. So let's swap them up there. Mike's in lane 1. Mr. Moore's in lane 2.
Everybody's letting you know that your sign fell.
It was a setup. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. The Porsche is in front, but Mike took off on them that time. There you go. That's what Mike likes.
Your music
Mike
turned off.
likes it. He likes it. 3.477 in.
That's the best
That's
time.
the best time
There we
tonight.
go. I think Mike took a sip of his beer and floored it. All right, so it's all tied up. Got a great race here. We got Wayne in lane 1. We got Mike in lane 2. 1-1. Get them down. T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Wayne jumps in front. Oh! That was it, yeah.
No.
No. Wayne gets that, even though that's no time on that. Mike, you cannot cheat like
You
that.
cannot get off the track like that.
That was the first time I've ever seen it.
And
Wow.
to finish.
Mike, I talked to the judges, and you've been disqualified on that run. So it's 2-1 right now, right? By a DQ. That is the first time a car's ever been DQ'd.
That is awesome.
Mike Newman, you've been called to the office.
Yeah.
Wow. So Wayne Moore is up in lane 2. He's got 2 races under his belt. Mike's been talked to. He's in lane 1 right there. Let's get him down here at Sunday Pinks. Track right. And they're down. Can Mike come back? There he goes. And he's going to tie it up and take us to our first Sunday Pinks Autobot sudden death. Wow. Mike put a time of 3.499 in. Uh-oh. This could be the most important race of the night.
That was awesome. I still can't.
Mike knows how it. You know what? I just let him borrow my Dukes of Hazzard BBs. Maybe he's trying his own stunt there. But he's in lane 2. Mr. Moore's in lane 1. Man, it's all tied up. Our first Autobot sudden death here at Sunday Pinks. Losing my voice. All right. No calling, but I want some Mario Kart callers. Let's get them down. And they're close. The blue Porsche is in front. And man, Wayne Moore took that gray Mustang. He earned it. Put a time of 3.627 in. Wow.
Oh, sorry, Newman.
Mr. Newman's not going to sleep well tonight now.
Oh, but that was such a good race. Oh, so much fun.
That was a good race.
Oh.
That's Wayne's second victory there, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now we got the cupcake. And that truck he took from Mr. Raider last week, I believe. And he challenged Mike Raider, Mr. Magnus's Cougar. All right. Best 3 out of 5 here at the Sunday Pinks. And they're down and around. Took out my sign, and Josh dumped it there in turn 2. Are they the same people that took out my sign last week too? Put a time of 3.992 in. So Mike is up 1 to nothing over Mr. Raider there. That truck is just barely enough to race on that track. All right. So Josh is up. No, Josh is down. Josh is down. Mike Raider's up 1-0 right now over Josh, the cupcake. Let's get him down here. And they're down. Josh is trying, and he's bumping Raider. Just could not get around him. So Raider goes up 2-0. And Mike put a time of 4.228 in. All right. Josh is in lane 2. He's down 2
Innovator.
to nothing over my.
Huh?
Losing my train of thought.
I was making
All
fun
right.
of that light girl.
Let's get them down. Let's race them here. T.F.T. Raceway. They're down. And Raiders in front again. Can he hold him off? Josh is trying. He drove over the back of him, but he lost 3-0. And Mike Raider put a time of 3.990 in, or 4.990.
The call-outers are not doing good tonight. You want to go back up to the one we missed, number 3?
All right, let's get let's go ahead and do that. Who?
We got Doug V.
Hold on. Mike won these, right?
Yep.
All right, so this should be a great race. We have who is it?
Ooh, it's Doug V's Shadow Jet. That
Doug
was the one that
Shadow Jet.
put the fastest time last week.
Not this one. Ryan's Shadow Jet. So I didn't know we had 2 Shadow Jets here at Sunday Pinks, but this is a different one.
Okay.
And he actually challenged a very fast car. So he
The boss.
the boss. And I don't think this Shadow Jet has run on the T.F.T. yet, so this will be a good race.
All right.
So we have Doug in that Shadow Jet in lane 2. We have Terrence in lane 1 in that Boss Mustang, who's put in fast times here at the T.F.T. Raceway. But let's race them. Let's get them down. They're close. It's neck and neck, but the Boss is in front, and Terrence held them off and whipped his butt and put a time of 3.520 in.
Oh, it ties the fastest time tonight.
Tied it?
Yep.
Uh-oh, Terrence tied it.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
What?
Ignore me. I forgot that the Mustang, Newman's Mustang.
Put a time of 3.477. Also,
Sorry.
your music turned off.
Put a fast time and lost it
But they're
anyways.
they're still fast
Wow.
runs. I'm not going to
That's gotta hurt.
deny that.
You got the fastest time, but you lost your car.
You're no kidding. Well, he jumped the track.
That's what you get for cheating, I guess, huh, then? All right, but Terrence is up right here, 1-0 over Doug. Who's that, Doug?
Doug.
Doug.
Oh!
The track bit Doug. The track bit Doug that time. Say that 4 times fast. And Terrence put a time of 3.499 in. Doug got bit by the track. And he's in big trouble in lane 2. Terrence is up 2-0 over here. Terrence is in lane 1. Can Terrence put him away right here? Or will Doug make a comeback? Let's get these guys out of the way. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. And Doug whipped that one.
That? Oh.
Wow. Shadow Jet is nothing like the other one. So Terrence won that one. Sorry there, Doug. 3.992 in. Terrence took those home. Alright, who is up next?
We got Nina in the Raptor.
Nina in that Raptor.
Called out Cole Thomas in that pink thing.
Hey, I wonder where he got that car from. Alright, so we got...
I like both of these cars.
Yep. Are we ready? Best 3 out of 5 at Sunday Pinks. And they're down, and Nina took way off on them.
Yes.
Wow. This buggy is just not made for racing. She put a time of 3.992 in. But more importantly, she's up 1-0 right now. Moves over to lane 1. Cole moves over to lane 2. Are we ready? Let's race them here. And they're down, and Nina's way in front again. The buggy's still on the track, but cannot finish. So Nina put a time of 4.035. All right. So they're in the original starting positions. Oh, she's jumping off. She wants that buggy. All right. Can Nina take that dune buggy right here? Or will Cole pull off a miracle? And she jumps way ahead. And Cole just dumps it there in turn 1. Congratulations, Nina. You won a very, very, very slow buggy. 3.799 in. You know what? That buggy should be faster than the Power Wagon, but it's not. That's funny.
Your music turned off.
Oh.
It's having trouble, isn't it?
Amber?
What?
What fuzzy? What's it trying to get a hold of?
It's going crazy. I see it. Somebody said it went back.
What's it trying to focus on?
Is the plane moving? Should I move the plane? Let me get this out of the way.
There we go.
Yeah, it was the plane.
Yeah.
No.
Who knows? Alright. Show must go on. Who we have up next? We got Andy in that white GTR. And we have Paul. Yippee-ki-yay in that silver Skyline.
It's fine.
Did it get better?
Now that I bumped it, it just needed my hit bump.
Alright, we'll go with it. We'll go with it.
It's in time with the music.
Alright, let's get them down. This is Andy versus Yippee-ki-yay there. Sunday Pinks. Yippee-ki-yay cut him off and took that first win. And put a time of 3.820 in. Alright, so let's swap them up here. Andy in lane 1, down by 1, over Yippee-ki-yay in lane 2. In that Skyline, let's get them down. Nissan versus... They're down and around, and that time Andy, Yippee-ki-yay was trying to drive around him, but Andy had enough real estate and took the win with a time of 3.842 in. All tied up. 1-1. Alright. Who's going to go up right here? Let's race them. Sunday Pinks. And they're down. Andy's in front. Oh, Andy took him. Oh, wow.
He's taking.
Newman's page out of Newman's book, but Yippee-ki-yay didn't take advantage of it. So a double DNF there. All right, let's get them down here. It's 1-1, correct?
It is.
And they're down. Andy's in front. Andy turns around and blocks.
Blocked in the whole
Wow.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay just could not drive around him. Andy put a time of 4.528 in. I think that was the better driver that time, not the faster driver. So it's 2-1 right now. And Yippee-ki-yay has not lost a race here at the T.F.T. Raceway, so his reputation is on the line right now. Let's get him down. Can he tie it up right here? Or will Andy take his car? And here he goes. He blocks him in front. And he was listening to me and took us to an Autobot sudden death.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yippee-ki-yay! 3.799 in.
Look at that. Autobot sudden death.
All right. So Andy's in lane 2. Yippee-ki-yay's in lane 1. All tied up here at the T.F.T. Raceway. Who's going to take it? Anybody want to bet? 3-1 odds? Let's get them down here. And they're down. Oh, that's what I call an alligator race. Double DNF. They both laid down after turn 1. Alright. Might be some oil up there. Let's get them down here. It's all tied up. We're in the Autobot sudden death.
Oh,
And Yippee-ki-yay dumped it.
Out.
Wow. And lost his first ride here at Sunday Pinks to Andy. Andy put a time of 3.949 in. Wow. All right, who is up next? We got Triple B in that black Gen 2. This will be a good race. Against Terrence in that flame Mustang. Best 3 out of 5 here. Sunday Pinks. And they're down. And Terrence is way in front. Triple B trying to catch up, but could not. Just ran out of real estate there. And went down. Terrence put a time of 3.627 in.
Man, it looked faster than that. It was just whipping through there.
It's the flames. Makes it look faster. All right. So Triple B moves over to lane 1. Can he tie it up? Or will Terrence go up 2-0 in lane 2? Let's get him down here. Let's get Triple B some good music. I know he likes his music. And they're down. Oh, Terrence is in the lead again. Wow. I think Terrence put a better lap time in that time. 3.456.
It is now the leading time.
Uh-oh. Triple B, you messed with the wrong car.
Oh,
And that's the fastest lap car tonight.
Whew.
It's down 2-0, correct?
You are correct.
2-0, wow. 2-0. Triple B says, uh-oh. Has he got what it takes right here? Or will Terrence take that car? Let's find out. And they're down. And Terrence is in front again. And we'll squirrely there on the straightaway, but enough to win it. 3.756. But he took Barry Triple B's ride, but most importantly, the fastest car of the night.
Whew. See, it wasn't just the flames that made it look fast. It was fast.
It was a fast. And okay, we got one more. Got Gus Greenfield in that golf Mustang, number 19. And then we have Mr. 400, Ranson Carr, in that number 20 golf Mustang. All right. Let's get them down here. Best 3 out of 5. And they're down. Gus took off on Mr. 400 and flew around. Mr. 400 dumped it there in turn 2. Gus put a time of 3.542 in. Alright, so it's 1-0 right now. Gus Greenfield over Mr. 400. Let's get them down. Let's race them here at the T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Gus jumps in front again. Comes around and finishes it. Mr. 400 doesn't even enter turn 2. So Gus puts a time of 3.906 in. Some nice looking Mustangs. Did Mr. 400 come back? Or will Gus take them home right here? And take them back to the garage. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. Gus jumps in front again. And Mr. 400 dumps it in turn 1. Something's wrong with that Mustang. Sorry, Mr. 400. Congratulations, Gus. You put a time of 3.584 in. Alright, so those are Gus's cars. Who do we have up next?
Next, Cole Thomas in the orange and black Camaro. And he called out... I'll let you get... Did you get Cole's? Oh, okay. Sorry. John Hansen's gray truck.
Okay, he's over here. Right next door to each other. Alright, we got Jimmy John in lane 1. We got Cole Thomas in lane 2. We got a Mustang versus a Mazda truck. Let's get them down here at the T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Cole jumps in front. Jimmy John's trying, but does not have enough for that Mustang. I think Cole took one of Dylan's engines. But Cole put a time of 3.584 in right there. And is up 1-0 over Jimmy John. Let's race them. Let's get them down. And they're down. Cole jumps in front. Can he hold it off? Yes, he does.
He does.
Basically the same exact scenario as the last race. Put a time of 3.820 in. Alright, will Cole take the Mazda truck to his garage on this race? Or will Jimmy John wake up and come back with a couple victories of his own? Let's get him down. Let's find out what's going to happen. And they're down. Cole jumps in the head again. And there he goes. Here comes Jimmy John. Cole put a time of 3.863 in. And that nice looking Mustang. Alright, who do we have up next?
We got John Receiver in a Honda.
Yes.
And then he called out Brandon Murray in an Audi.
Audi Spider.
Audi. I think I have
The white car, right?
I just have it as an Audi.
Yeah, this is it. Alright. So we got Dirty Murray in lane 1. We got the Milkman John Receiver in lane 2. Best 3 out of 5 here at Sunday Pinks. Your titles are on the line. Let's get them down. And they're down. Dirty Murray's in front. Can he hold them off? And yes, he did. That was a great race.
That
was some fast cars. What was the time there? 3.499 in for Dirty Murray on the Milkman's call out.
Man, both of those cars look super fast.
Yep, they both had a good line and went for it. All right, Brandon is up 1-0 right now over the Milkman. And they're down. And Brandon's in front again. But he flips over. And the milkman took advantage of it. Wow. That was Dirty Murray's race to lose, and he lost it at the line with a time of 4.635 in. We've had a lot of exciting wrecks tonight.
I know.
Should have rolled it, Murray. Should have rolled it across the finish line. It's all tied up, though. 1-1. And they're down. Dirty Murray's in front. Can he hold him off this time? And yes, he does. There's the milkman, but not in time. 3.628 in. So it's 2-1 right now. 2-1. Dirty Murray is up 2 in lane 2. The milkman is in lane 1. Are we ready? Let's get them down. And they're down. Murray's in front. The milkman buckled under pressure and lost it in the straightaway. So he lost his ride on his own call out. Dirty Murray put a time of 3.863 in. Sorry there, John, but congratulations, Brandon. All right. What do we have next?
Kit, Cam.
Kit, I know what car he's driving. He's always pulling out this Dodge Demon. Who did he call out?
He called out Doug.
Who's his victim? Doug. Uh-oh. And what?
I can't read my own handwriting. HKS, maybe?
HKS. It's this thing. Yes. Yes, right? Let me make sure. Where is that? There it is. HKS. Yes, that's it. All right. So we got Kit Cam versus Doug. Doug V, correct? Doug V. All right. Let's get them down. Let's race them here. And they're down. Kit jumps in front. And he spins around and looks for Doug. And Doug just, he stepped on the pedal, but it was the wrong pedal in turn 2. That's the brake pedal, Doug, not the gas pedal there, buddy. But anyways, Kit put a slow time in for that car. 4.528. I'm sorry, that's a fast time for that car. All right. But more importantly, he's up 1-0 over Doug. Can Doug tie it up here on this run? Or will Kit go up 2-0? Let's find out. Here at the T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Doug is in front. Can he hold him off? Oh, and that time, oh, wow. Double DNF. They were fighting back and forth. They were fighting hard, man.
What's going on with your
Trading paint.
helicopter?
And I get the thing out of the way too, huh? Oh, there we go. Okay, Kid is still up 1-0 right now over Doug. Can Doug tie it up? And they're down. Doug's in the front. Ooh. And Kid jumped in front of him and held him off. So Kid is up 2-0 right now. 3.692 right now. Or that lap.
Yeah, but Doug was fighting it at the end.
Yeah.
Like he was, just I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Doug has what it takes. Just a little too late right now. All right. Kit is up 2-0 right now over Doug. Can Doug make a big comeback right here? And they're down. Uh-oh, that time Kit got the better drop on him and just stayed in front. Here comes Doug. Kit put a time of 3.477 in that time.
Ooh, so close. Good job, Kit.
All right. All right, who's up next?
All right, our very own Light Girl.
Oh, the Light Girl and her favorite car. This little red, what is this thing called? Catapult.
We call it red.
Little Red. And who'd she call out?
Wayne.
Wayne? Uh-oh. He's been on fire tonight. Uh-oh. She called out his purple vehicle, right?
Yep.
Okay, and the light girl put out the fire. Oh, Wayne.
Add
So what's
another.
going on? That is a Dodge Demon. That's a Dodge Demon, Andy.
That's a super fast car. I like that one.
I got a couple extra of those if you don't have one. Get a hold of me. Whose car was that again?
Kits.
Kits. I must get Kits' car away. Alright, we got the light girl versus
Wayne.
Wayne. Can she put out the fire?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The
She's
light
scared.
girl, go,
She's
go.
in front. Oh, she turned around and gave it to him. Oh, no.
Oh.
She was actually ahead and spun around and he drove around her.
Oh, she was goofing off.
Wow. And he put a timer of 4.635 in. I know she can do better than that. Uh-oh, my finish line camera just went kaput on me. Alright, so let's swap lanes. Wayne is up 1-0 right now over the light girl. Is she gonna make him jump that light here and take a victory? Tie it up? Or will Wayne go up 2-0? Let's find out. And they're down. It's close. She's in front. He blocked her and comes around and took that victory. Wow. Wayne is just not to be messed with here. 4.3335 in. Wow. Totally shocked. I don't know if the finish line camera's out of battery or not. So Wayne is up 2-0 right now. He is just unstoppable, I tell you what. I know she's got what it takes though. But can she do it right here, right now, and come back? Or will he put her away? She's ready to get it over with. And it's down. She's in front. There she goes. And there. That's that little red vehicle I knew. Time of 3.606 in. And it's 2-1 now. That's scary. Can she tie it up now? Take us to an Autobot sudden death. Do you want music or no music? Do you want it quiet or who do you want?
Quiet, because you just had it quiet.
You want it quiet?
Yeah, we'll just
Alright. She wants it
listen to
quiet,
the rubber
folks.
on the track.
What's going to happen?
Oh,
Oh, Wayne jumped in front of her, but turned around. Oh, man. He gave her the opportunity, but she just could not close it.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry, light girl.
Man. 4.485 in.
Oh,
Man. Highly disappointed race in that vehicle tonight. Wow.
Next up, we have the Johnny Law race. We got the Tooth Fairy in his cop car calling out Cole Thomas's cop car. Dun, dun, dun. Got any sirens?
Please. We have silence, now we have sirens. Light up the light bars. Alright. Again, we have the Tooth Fairy versus Cole Thomas. This is the cop race. This is because he took my dune buggy and gave it away. It's the law versus the law.
Johnny Law race. Okay.
Just 1 second here, folks.
You ready?
Yeah.
And they're down. I jump ahead. Can I hold them off? And yes, I do. And that Dodge Hot Wheels beat that Matchbox cop car right now. 1-0 with a time of 3.585 in. Tooth Fairy moves over to lane 1. Cole moves over to lane 2. Light the light bars up. And there they go. I jump ahead of him again. He's a little bit closer, but cannot catch up. He parked it over there looking for speeding tickets. Forgot he was in a race. And I took a victory of 3.971 in. So I'm up 2 to nothing right now. Correct?
2-0.
2 to nothing right now.
In the Johnny Law race. Law versus law.
All right. Are you ready, Cole? You come back right here. Well, I'll take that ride and put it in my garage. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. Uh-oh, I got a little squirrely, but... Oh, I jumped. And it's a double DNF. I think the Duke boys got us that time, Cole. Those darn Dukes. All right. Let's get them down. Oh, got the siren. Up, they're down. There they go. I jump in front. Oh. And I pull a pit maneuver and block them in. But that's not how you win a race. I think the sirens are hurting my dog's ears.
They are.
All right, well then I'll improvise.
Yeah. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. I jump ahead again. Can I take it to victory lane? And yes, I do. Sorry there, Cole.
Hey, Diesel.
More importantly,
That ear's really bothering.
I won it. I know. Time of 3.692 in. We're close to the end, aren't we?
We got 4 more races to go.
All right.
And right
Next
now
up, we have Animosity
Okay.
in the Monte Carlo. And called out Scooter's pink car.
Uh-oh.
the time is 7:17.
All right, so we got Animosity in lane 2. We got Scooter in lane 1. Best 3 out of 5 here at the Sunday Pinks.
This car yet.
Let's get them down. Let's race them. Animosity's in front. Scooter's trying. Wow, they're neck and neck.
Oh, that was good.
Wow. That had to be a good lap time. Fast lap time. 3.585 in for Animosity in that Fast and Furious Monte Carlo over Scooter in that pink convertible. Let's swap them up here. Scooter in lane 2. Animosity in lane 1. Up 1-0 right now. Let's get them down. Oh, it's close.
Oh,
Man.
Oh, he didn't finish.
2-0 right now. Time of 3.477 in for Animosity.
Please don't quit it.
That puts them in the original spots. Up 2-0 over Scooter. Let's get them down here. The T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Animosity's in front again. They're close, but Animosity's got more horsepower than he does, even though his engine is sticking out of that hood.
That's kind of a funny time.
3.434 in. Sorry there, Scooter.
Guess what?
Congratulations.
They took the time.
Fastest time?
Uh-huh.
All right, we got a new fast time for the night at Monte Carlo of Animosity. Nice looking ride. Fast looking ride. All right, who do we have up next?
We got Mr. Raider and his Turbo Rooster.
Is Rooster. I would say it like him, but no way. Nobody says it like him.
And he called out the Flying German in a white Matchbox car.
Matchbox. This is a BMW. I think Cole originally bought that car to Pinks. But anyways, we got the Flying German in lane 1. We got Mr. Madness in lane 2. And they're down. And the Flying German blocked them and came around and took that first win over Mr. Madness in his own Rooster car with a time of 4.142 in. Wow. So the Flying German goes up 1-0 right now. 1-0. Can Mike Rader tie it up? Or will the German go up 2-0 right here? Let's race him. Let's get him down. And the German's ahead, and he was up on the rooster. It almost looked like he was hiking his hind leg there. And he put a time of 4.292 in. And goes up 2-0 right now. Over Mr. Madness in his own call out. Can the German put him away here? Or will Mike come back and tie it up? Or not tie it up. Come back and
get on the board.
Give him a fight. Alright, let's get him down. And they're down. The German's in front again. And that rooster does not have enough for him. Sorry there, Mike, but congratulations. German? What time was that? 3.90970.
He's old.
Hey, we'll just give him one.
Alrighty, good job. Flying German.
Alright, and who's up
Next
next?
up we have is Ryan Kelly in
Okay.
a red convertible.
Yes. The Spider. Audi Spider.
And he called out Brandon Murray, 69 Mustang.
Uh-oh, I've been waiting for this race too. This could be something. It should be something here. We got Ryan Kelly, Uncle Elvis racing in lane 2. We got Dirty Murray, right, in lane 1. Best 3 out of 5 here. Sunday Pinks. And they're down. Ryan Kelly jumps in front and takes Dirty Murray's Mustang. That race. 3.520. Alright. Let's swap them up here. So Ryan is up 1-0 right now over Dirty Murray. Let's get them down here at the T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down and around. Oh, wow. Murray was trying, but just could not pass him. He put a time of 3.671 in. So that puts him back in the original spots.
Alrighty. Mr. Kelly is up 2-0.
2-0 right now. Alright. Guys ready? Sunday Pinks, let's get them down. And they're down. Kelly's in front again. And Murray just gave up there in turn 2. 3.628 in. Alright, I believe this is the last race of the night, right?
We've got, those are Ryan Kelly's cars.
Ryan Kelly, thank you.
And then we've got Daniel M. in a gray Dobson, maybe?
Daniel. Why can I not find him?
He got the third deck, the 3-story cars.
Alright, what car?
I can't remember my writing. Gray Dobson, maybe?
510.
510?
Dad.
Well, my hand gets tired at the end.
He should still be on, right? Daniel? Is it that one, Daniel?
And then go ahead and grab Colin Harvey's Uno.
Oh, yeah, that one's easy. That's the only. See, I gotta go out my step stool here and look in your garage. It's a great Dobson, right? That's a power panel. Could be that one. Got a couple great cars, fast. The confirmation yet? Is Lucy watching, but he might not be right now. You don't have a wagon, Cheyenne. Alright, I just think we're gonna run that car. I think he might have got jumped off, but alright. Daniel, we're gonna run that car. Sorry if it's the wrong car. If you're unhappy with the race, I will replace your vehicle if I make a mistake, of course. Alright, Cheyenne says it thinks I'm right, so we'll blame it on High Octane then. It was High Octane's fault. Alright, need to make some calls there, High Octane. Been sleeping with your garage. Let's go. Let's get him down, sorry. And there you go. Daniel's happy with me now. Colin's not so happy. He put a time of 3.456 in.
Real close. The fast time.
Uh-oh. Daniel's knocking on that door. So it's 1-0 right now. Let's get them down. Let's race them here at T.F.T. Raceway. And they're down. Here they come. Wow, and that Uno car just is not like something up there. I believe that was my car at one point in time. 3.949 in. Daniel's up 2-0 right now.
Alrighty, is this going to be the last race of the
Could
night?
be the last race of the night.
Or is Colin going to bring it back?
Alright, Cheyenne, I don't blame you. Should have been the Saints all the way, shouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down. Daniel's in front again as that Uno car dumps it in the straightaway. Wow, that thing needs some work. And Daniel took it with a time of 3.391 in.
Woo, guess what?
Fastest time?
Yep.
Wow.
So if it's not the right car, we picked the right one for
Wow. Last race of the night puts in the last fastest lap of the night. Daniel with that Datsun. All right. Congratulations, Daniel. That car is going to mysteriously disappear. Nope. All right, folks. Oh, Debbie Bell, did we do her call out?
Did I miss that one on the final page?
Oh, yes, we did.
I did. My bad.
We got one more race. Not the last race of the night.
Haha, just
Just messing with you, Debbie. Checking with you. She's got that Mazda. She hasn't raced in a while, so gotta get her race in. That Mazda pulling up in lane 2. And she called out Mike Rader in that coupe. Uh-oh. They've been fighting over my coupe. In lane 1. Alright. Make sure the camera's going. Are you ready, Miss Bell? Are you ready, Mr. Madness? Let's get them down. There they are. Uh-oh. And Mike Rader dumped it and gave Debbie Bell the opening that she needed to take that first win. There you go, Debbie. Time of 4.807 in. Alright, so let's swap them up there. Mike Rader comes over to lane 2. Debbie goes over to lane 1. Let's get them down. Let's race them. And they're down and around. And this time Mike Rader took that victory.
It messed up. I
Uh-oh.
didn't notice.
Uh-oh. I guess we won't get a time on that one, but it is 1-1 right now.
There we go. Now it says ready. Set,
1-1 right now. Original spots. do Josh Miller's race too?
Did he call somebody out?
I thought he had a race. Can't remember. Oh well. It is 1-1 right now. Let's get them down. Sunday Pinks. And they're down. And Mike Rader comes in front that time. Wow. Mike Rader's up. Time of 3.605 in. Can Debbie tie it up right here? Oh, Mike Rader take her vehicle on her own call out. Let's race them here. Let's get them down. Sunday Pinks. And they're down. Mike's in front again. Wow. Man, I'm surprised that coupe come alive. Time of 3.669 in. Sorry there, Debbie, but congratulations, Mike. And I believe that was the last race of the night. I believe that's it. That's Mike Rader's cars, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hope I didn't miss anybody's race. Hope everybody had fun. So I guess we'll show you the garages and show you the new track if you guys want to take a look. I built something, but don't know if I'll be able to race it live, so I'll show you that here in a minute.
Oh, that was a little preview. Look at these garages. That's not even all of it. Look, I can't even get... there we go. I'm trying to get all of it in there. All right, you want to start at the top up there?
All right. Sweet Tea got her victory in tonight. Won her duck. I think that was Wayne's only loss tonight. He took a night off. Harmon. Daniel, he put a fast lap in. Was that still the fastest lap? No, it was.
Yeah, it was that one. Yep.
Wow, that's the fastest lap tonight. Won a couple cars tonight. I gotta fix his garage. It's too tall. Mike took a night off. Josh Miller, I thought he had a race, but I might be mistaken.
Just has a lot of cars.
But he's got, I think he might have took the night off. Princess Wetbite took the night off. Wheeler took the night off. Mr. Olson took the night off. Doug, I think he won a car there. So he's got a garage full of cars. Ian Parks won a Porsche there tonight. And no, he had that Corvette, so he won that. Little Brat lost a vehicle tonight. Wayne Moore, man,
Jeez.
He filled up his garage tonight. Had a good night tonight. Wow.
We were trying.
Brett took the night off. Two Ferry, I won a car there.
Is that all I have left?
You got 3 cars there. So Mrs. Two Ferry lost her big rig. I'm very surprised about that. And the light girl lost her favorite car, but she had a new addition to her garage, the light for the light girl. So Mr. Gus won him a Golf Mustang to go with his other Golf Mustang there. Debbie Bell just lost her ride tonight. One of her only losses in a long time. Oh, Mike Newman lost that gray Mustang.
Oh,
he's not going to be talking to me for a week. Mike Rader's filling up his garage.
He's going to need to go double-decker.
And I think Josh Poffler helped him fill up his garage tonight.
And then we got Mr. David Jewell.
Mr. David Jewell, I think he took the night off. Both the Jewels took the night off tonight. Racing and racing. Hosting and racing. Ransom Car, I believe, lost a ride tonight. Boo Boo took the night off. Cameron took the night off. Triple B, I think he won a ride tonight. Can't remember. Andy won him a vehicle tonight. I think Brandon said he had a bad night tonight, even though his garage is still full. Scooter, I know he got his Batmobile tonight, so he had a good night tonight. Flying German, he won that Rooster from Mr. Madness. So that was a good ride. I believe all these cars, let's see, Dale took a night off. Derek took the night off. Colin, I think he had a bad night. Yep, lost a vehicle. John Receiver, he lost a vehicle. Todd took the night off.
And then we go
Who
up
else
to
do we have up there?
Mr. Cole Thomas.
Cole Thomas, he, I think he won a ride and lost a ride. So, John Hanson over there he lost a ride. Kit won him a ride tonight. Mr. Paul finally lost a race here at the T.F.T. Raceway. Animosity won her a ride tonight, making up for last week. Ryan, he won a ride tonight, didn't he?
Oh, you know I can't remember that stuff.
Yep.
And the birthday boy.
Birthday boy. He won a vehicle, plus he's got 2 of them waiting to go in his garage. Nina won her a vehicle tonight. Terrence won him a vehicle tonight and put in a fast lap with that Mustang. So we had some fast cars tonight. So congratulations all you victors.
All right.
And of course,
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Guess good towards the end. We'll run. Get that Monte Carlo out of the way down there. I'm going to rearrange some things, but
okay.
I got a 3-lane track going on here.
I'm trying. Okay. Hold on.
Got a Dale Earnhardt train going through the middle.
Sorry, you guys are seeing the mess of the basement.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then hopefully I'm going to get a launcher and have a drag track going on here. But let's see how this thing runs live for the first time. So we got a couple bone shakers up here. This goes 3-lane all the way down into the after the first turn, then they break off into the wide track. So let's get them. Let's race them here, and they're down. They're close. They come around that first turn, come around that second turn. That 52nd anniversary is the only one to finish it. So that 52nd anniversary Ford Coupe took it over the bone shaker, and I can't even reach that one way over there in the town. All right.
So that's the newest edition.
Yep. I hope it showed up because everything froze up on my screen. All right. Well, congratulations to all you winners. Sorry to all you losers. Hope you all enjoyed the playoffs. Hope you all enjoyed the race. So until next week, I am Randy the Tooth Fairy Jr. This is Sunday Pinks. Of course, always hoot at. Have fun. God bless. Let's race. Good night, y'all.
Good night.